There used to be a time when running an IVF clinic was considered to be very prestigious, and it still is. Because guess what? You're giving couples a chance to have a deeply loved baby, and the technology is excellent. But the reality is that most patients don't trust IVF clinics anymore. There is so much distrust, there is so much fear and anxiety, and there is so much suspicion. And part of it is IVF clinics are to blame. We know that a lot of IVF clinics run a lot of scams, and they're doing this in order to maximize their profits and their revenue. These scams fall into two groups: test reports and treatment. So, for example, a lot of these men are reported as having teratozoospermia, abnormal sperms. I have yet to see a normal semen analysis report when the test is done at some of these corporate chains of IVF clinics. It seems that every man who goes to them, even if he's had babies in the past, is reported as having teratozoospermia. And the poor patient doesn't know any better, and the poor patient gets scared. And then the doctor says, yes, this is your diagnosis, and this is why you need to take IVF-ICSI treatment at our clinic. The second set of scams is all this unnecessary overtreatment, complete abuse. These are called add-on treatments, which don't improve pregnancy rates, but improve the profits for the patients. These include things like PGD or embryo biopsy for analysis of the embryo for genetic testing, tests called endometrial receptivity assay to check so-called endometrial receptivity, and an entire set of immune therapy tests. And the latest scam is the PRP scam, where they inject platelet-enriched plasma, which is supposed to be rich in stem cells, either into the endometrium or into the ovaries. And these days, they're injecting it into the testes as well. Because, hey, guess what? Once you have a hammer in your head, you go looking for nails. And this is why so many of these patients are being taken for a ride. They waste a lot of money. They don't get pregnant. And then, obviously, once you've been taken for a ride, you don't trust any other IVF doctor anymore in the future. And the tragedy is that it's IVF clinics who are doing this to themselves.